Hello, I'm Dr. Jack Stoltzfus. I'm America's launch coach, and I'm going to tell you why and how you should never kick your young adult out of the house. You know, leaving a home for young adults in our society is a normal rite of passage. The decision to go and the timing, however, can be challenging. You know, some parents are eager to launch, but the young adult is resistant. At other times, the young adult is eager to leave, but the parents resist, believing their child is too immature and incapable of making it in the real world. A positive launch should avoid the parents kicking the child out or the young adult walking out angrily and cutting off communication. You know, a recent study found that 1 in 4 young adults cut off communication with parents for an average of 4 months, and some go off the radar indefinitely. Hey, no parent wants to face this heartbreaking estrangement, but the young adult suffers as well because we're wired to relate, especially to our families. If a young adult over 18 wants to leave, we don't really have the power or right to block the doorway. And I'm not a big supporter of throwing their clothes on the front yard and changing the locks, as some supposed tough love advocates suggest. Well, that's really a stupid idea, and that's a sure recipe for a cutoff from the parents. We need to act in love and not out of anger, resentment, or frustration. We should align with and support our young adults' desire for emancipation. Although the 18-year-old needs to take responsibility for how they will survive outside the home, parents can offer some support in finding housing, health and auto insurance coverage, and maybe some furniture for an apartment. Even if the young adult is belligerent and contentious, support their natural desire to be independent and self-sufficient. But what about situations where the young adult's behavior at home is unacceptable to the parents? In my work, I identify non-negotiable expectations parents need to have for family members. These tend to be rules in society, such as no violence or threats of violence, no damage to property, no illicit drugs, no stealing. You know, parents who enable or allow adult children to break these rules in the home do them no favors. The real world outside isn't as forgiving. You may need to call 911 or the police if their actions are dangerous or destructive. A final deal breaker is not a no-no, but an expectation that the young adult will be responsible by attending further training, education, or work if remaining at home. Doing nothing but playing video games is not an option. Kids who live at home and don't like the rules, such as the deal breakers, can signal a desire to move out by saying, "I want to leave," or by defying the rules. In either case, the parents need to accommodate their wishes and begin to work with them to find alternative housing. These kids must understand by not complying with the rules, the parents aren't kicking them out. They are choosing to live elsewhere. No matter the circumstances, if the young adult leaves and doesn't stick the landing, so to speak, if parents help in this transition, they can reduce the risk of cutoff or estrangement. Learn more about my approach and some exceptions in a blog I've written on my website with the same title. And my website is parentslettinggo.com.